Welcome to Moose Tales. I'm John with 2 Moose Home Inspections, and I have some short home inspection topics I need to unpack, so let's dive right in.
Come on.
So why does Moose Tales exist? It's not that I think that this podcast is going to be the secret magic key, the golden ticket, whatever it may be to getting more home inspections. I don't think that's the case. But very early on in my career, I started making videos, I started educating, and by doing that, I had a customer who said, the reason I chose you over our competition is because you made videos and it seemed like you cared. And I do care. I really, really do care. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy educating people. And for me, it's fun. It's really, really fun. And it also feeds the algorithm. So there's that aspect of it as well. But again, I don't have any delusions that this is going to bring a whole bunch of home inspections to my business. It's just not the case. But if my competition is not doing what I'm doing, then I win that space uncontested. Meaning that if you are a person who is purchasing a home inspection and you see that home inspection company A does podcasts and home inspection company B does not do podcasts, then if podcasts are important to you, then you would definitely go with the company that is doing podcasts. And what that might inform you is that these people are opinion leaders, meaning that they are pushing ideas and influencing, and these other folks are not. Now, does that mean that the other folks are not good inspectors? No, not at all. Not at all. But what I'm saying is, if I can win a space uncontested and it's easy for me to do, then I'm going to do it. So what's not easy for me to do? Well, what's not easy for me to do is sit down and write a long format blog post. I do not enjoy writing 2,000, 3,000 word essays. It's just not fun for me because it takes so much effort and so much time. Well, what about the hundreds of videos that I have on YouTube? Yeah, great. Hundreds of videos on YouTube. I enjoy video editing. That's something that I have fun doing. That is a little side project, a little hobby, whatever you want to call it. But some of those videos, when we talk about like a 30-minute long video, a 20-minute long video, it is a minimum of 1 hour of editing time per minute whenever you're creating graphics and other things along those lines. That doesn't even talk about making a script or anything else. And so if I'm making a 30-minute long video and I'm doing a minimum of 30 hours just sitting in front of a computer editing, that's before I do any of the recording of the video. That's before I do any of the script making. That is a lot of time. And now that I have a kid, I just don't have that much free time. I am a stay-at-home dad, and I literally have the time in between my kid taking a nap for me to get all the things done that I need to get done with my business, because that is the work-life balance that I've decided for myself. And with that, I can easily, at this point, make a podcast, edit it, and get it out there in about the time that it takes my kid to take a nap. And that is really, really good for me because that allows me to get this information out there where I otherwise wouldn't. So having some amount of marketing is better than having no marketing. And I don't really think that, again, this is going to be the end all be all. It's just another opportunity for people to see us, a more visibility for people to see our business. And hopefully that will at some point convert into a sale. And so whenever we talk about how much visibility are we getting with this, I would say this is a 4x multiplier. We are on Apple Podcast. We are on Spotify. We are on YouTube Podcast. And that also comes across as just regular YouTube videos. And we also have it on our website with our blog that is all just dedicated to Moose Tales. What that allows me to do is take a transcript from my recording and put that into a blog post after some minor editing for grammatical or spelling. Then I have that 2,000 word transcript from the audio that I recorded that is now something that is in a blog post that I did not have to painstakingly take hours typing each and every word. And is it perfect? No. But have we said don't let perfect get in the way of good enough? Most definitely. There is content that is out there that wasn't out there before, and it's quality. It is something that I want to share with the world. It is something that I find interesting, and it's a hobby. It's something fun. It's a way for me to spend my time that I feel as if I am benefiting the business from a marketing standpoint, and that is why the podcast exists. So when we talk about in the past about specific and actionable goals, what are we talking about with this podcast? Well, obviously, we'll see what the numbers say as far as visibility is concerned, but the goal is let's do one season. Let's get one season of this podcast complete. And if I'm still having fun, let's keep going. If the numbers are great, let's keep going. If there's actually a conversion to number of home inspections sold, let's keep going. And if there's not, I'm having fun, keep going. Not having fun, let it end. Again, sunk cost fallacy. Just because the podcast exists doesn't mean the podcast has to exist forever. When I think about the media that I ingest, I primarily ingest video and audio. Those are the two things that I like. I love podcasts, I love video, and I love educating myself. So hopefully I'm attracting people that are similar to me to this podcast. I mean, obviously, as the quality improves, hopefully I'll get more people that are interested, because the first couple podcasts, let's be real, were a little bit rough. The next part of this podcast journey is that I can use this the same way that I use my SOP, standard operating procedures. We have 100 plus videos of SOP that are just specific to our business. How is it that we do specific things, whether it be super technical with a screen capture discussing this is how we do step A, B, C, or D, or what is something that's more cultural of how is the culture of Two Moose Home Inspections, how do we address this particular issue, how do we address this type of thing, and all of that is in our SOP, because I feel if I have to say something twice, then I failed to create a resource for my team to go to. And so this podcast can then be used as another resource, whether from a technical standpoint or this is our culture and this is how we deal with these specific things. So after one season, if I'm still having fun doing podcasts, then the podcast stays around. And if not, then not. And I guess that's a pod. Thanks for listening to Moose Tales. This short home inspection topic was brought to you by Two Moose Home Inspections and was intended for entertainment purposes only. Keep putting one hoof in front of the other and keep those ears perked up for the next episode. Thanks again.